Hello. Okay, so I am here. It always like amazes me how I'm like, oh, it'll take me like 5 minutes to get ready to go live, and then like 20 minutes go by and I'm still not ready. So I am here. Sorry, I'm here a couple minutes late. How is everybody? Doesn't look like anybody's here yet, but that's okay because I am still trash at actually telling people that I'm doing a live stream, which I should actually probably do right now. So I'm actually going to do that right now. So let me grab my phone. Maybe we'll put a little tweet out there and an Instagram. Let people know that we are live. I feel like I'm changing up every week where I'm doing these live streams. Today we are back on like my little red couch. I think I like it over here. I'm doing something a little different. One, because I don't really like having the sheet in the background, and two, because I was looking for something and the sheet fell off and I forgot that it was off. And there you have it. So I really did not want to have that as my background today. So luckily the cord for my computer is so long that I was able to just pull that like dresser that's in the background that my printer is on and just like move that forward, and we're working off of the makeshift desk right now. And I think I really like this because I have like books over here. I need to like clean up my TBR cart a little bit if I'm going to be showing it, but I've got my TBR cart over here with little plants, my New York background. I should turn on, should actually turn on the lights. Yeah, I'll pop a battery back in there during our first stream and we get the little lights going. So let's let's do this really quick. I'm going to go ahead and let people know that we are live. 1 second. I'm going to disappear for a second so I can grab my phone. Okay, I'm back. So I'm just going to go ahead and I think, what should we do? I think I'm just going to like snap a picture of the stream. So let's see. Let's do that bad boy now. Let's see. This one's pretty. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and let everybody know that we are live right now. So come on and hang out with us. We're going to be doing some productivity streams. So if you want to get some stuff done, now will be a fantastic time to do it. So let's go ahead and let everybody know that that's we are me live right now. So come on and hang out. I'm so bad at this. Okay, so now we will go ahead and night night. Wow, it'd help if I could spell the word night correctly. Late night activity sprints. Wow, I cannot type like at all. Okay, it's super glittery. No, we're gonna redo that. We're gonna redo it, you guys. Oh, I love how I say you guys because there's like there's people here right now. It's totally just me, but you never know with the replays. There could be people in the future seeing this, so I gotta like talk like there's really people here. So I really don't like the way this looks. It was like super glitchy for some reason. So let's try it again, maybe with a different filter. Let's go with this now. This one. I'm not going to talk in this one. Activity. Wow, I cannot type, you guys. There we go. Oh, that's good. Ooh, I like that. Should we do some music? Let's add some music. Happy mood? No. Hmm. I like this one. Let's do this one. There we go. There we go. And we will post it. There we go. Okay, so that was a great way to waste like 8 minutes for whatnot of my live stream. So let's go ahead and let's just start the first sprint now. So how I'm going to be doing the productivity sprints for today. I'm not going to say I'm doing this all the time, but I think for today, the way that I want to do it is I have a lot of different things that I've been working on. I really wanted to get started working on my edits for the trophy wife this week, but I still have a lot of other book box stuff that I have to do. I'm reading a book that I need to finish right now. I had just so many different things. I've spent the entire day literally just trying to feel like, because I'm feeling so much overwhelmed, like with everything that is on my to-do list all the time. So I was deciding that what I wanted to do was just write it all down, like brain dump all the tasks that I have to do for like my family, my house, my kids, homeschool, running my business, work, my writing, my YouTube channel, everything. Just like brain dump everything that I have going on right now onto a piece of paper, and then just start organizing how and when I'm going to do things. So I think how I'm going to tackle today's productivity sprints is I'm going to just break it up into different chunks. So the first sprint will probably be, I usually try to do like 20 minutes. So we'll go like 20, 25 minutes, just depending on how it works when people start popping in here. I'm going to do the first chunk probably working on my website and some of the different book boxy things that I have to do, because there's a lot of work I have to do on my website for the book box. So I'm going to do one sprint working on that. The next sprint will be reading. Then I will do, I decided what was the third thing I was going to do? I think it was going to be jumping into, yeah. So then the third thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be jumping into my read through of the Trophy Wife, and then I will go back to Indie Bookworm or vice versa. But either way, I'm going to break it up into 4 different things, and I'm going to tackle each one during the different sprints that we do. So let's just go ahead and hop right into the first sprint, since it's just me and it's a little weird to be talking to myself. And I will just start with some of the book box stuff that I have to do. I really like kind of setting this up as like this little makeshift desk, though. It seems to be working really well. I like it. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so yay, there's somebody in here now. So I was basically just going to get started doing the first sprint. I kind of spent the first like 10 minutes talking to myself because there was nobody else here. So I'm so glad that there's somebody here to hang out with me. So the way that I'm going to be doing sprints this week, because I have like a bunch of different things that I really have to be doing. And I feel like when I focus on just one thing during the sprints, I don't get anything else done. So I'm breaking up every sprint that we do. I'm going to tackle something different. So right now I'm about to just start working on some indie bookworm stuff that I have to do on my website. Then I'm going to read, and then I forget what the other two things I was going to do is. I think then I'm going to, well, I'm going to start actually going through, figuring out how to do my read through, start my read through for the Trophy Wife because I need to get those edits done. And I think I also want to start looking at setting up the Camp Nano website. I think that was the other thing I wanted to do. I can't remember. There's so many things on my to-do list. Like it's ridiculous how much stuff I have to do. So yeah, so that is what I'm doing. So I think we're just gonna pop right into doing like the first 20-minute sprint. So that'll get us done right at about 10:40. And I think that's a great way to do it. So yeah, I would love to hear what you're working on during the sprint as well. Are you writing? Are you studying? Okay, so Okay, so that'll end the first kind of sprint. I don't feel like I got anything done. My website is doing something really freaking weird, and it's driving me a little bit crazy because I'm trying to edit. Okay, oh wow, so okay, that's me. First kind of sprint. That's weird. I have it on my phone so that way when I was like going full screen, I could like see what was going on. And I forgot to turn the volume down. Yeah, so the first sprint, I feel like I just kind of made coffee and logged into my website, but it's doing something really, really weird. And it's kind of driving me crazy where like I'm going to edit the text that I'm seeing in like the description of the product in my shop. But then when I go to edit, there's like nothing. It looks like there's no text there, and it's really frustrating me. So yeah, not really happy about that. But to answer your question about the planners, so I have two different ones. This is my like kind of personal planner that I have, where I didn't make the inserts, but I got them off of an Etsy shop. I'll show them to you in a minute. This is a vertical one. I prefer vertical personally. And then I do have this one. This is one I use for like BookBox and like YouTube, Instagram, that kind of like content stuff. And this is horizontal. I do like this one for that just because I don't feel like you need to decorate it or anything. So I can just like fill in more. Like I like this one because it has like the space for me to write in a lot of different tasks and stuff, or like different descriptions of what I have to do that day. Then there's also like 3 priorities on it. Let's see. Sorry, I keep kind of bobbing and weaving because the best place to put my I feel like the best place to put my like webcam is right in front of the screen. I have a really big computer screen, so it's great, but right it's like covering the comments. So I think this is me. And then here is yours. I can't really read it. Yeah. See, I personally like the vertical layouts just because I like vertical ones in terms of I like to decorate them. It's more of like it's obviously productivity. It's my planner, but I do like it for the just the creative aspect of it. I've recently started really getting pretty much all of my stickers and my layouts from Etsy. So like here's my March one. I really love this one. I thought this one was really cute and fun. But I have a really like custom size plan, like a custom planner that, not really custom, but it was, again, I got it off of Etsy and I trimmed it down myself. So like the kind of standard Erin Condren or Big Happy Planner stickers, they don't always quite fit. So I have to trim things down and just kind of make what I want out of what they're giving me. And then I really like this planner too because it has like, you start every week with like a habit tracker. And then, I'm gonna look that I haven't filled in yet. So, I haven't filled in like on Tuesday, so I haven't filled in this week. So I'll show you where I'm at right now. So you start each week with like a habit tracker for like the goals and stuff that you want to set for that week or things you're trying to just like continually do. And then you have goals for the week and notes, and then you go into your weekly spread. So like, for example, this one, the banners at the top were a lot bigger, so I had to like trim them down to try to fit. I really like this one. I feel like it's probably better for fall, but I don't know. I just loved it. So, and I just kind of, every week I try to do something a little bit different in terms of how it's laid out based on the stickers that I have. But I don't know. That's why I like vertical because I can make it look cute and still have places to jot down to go to the grocery store or this appointment on this date and stuff like that. And then this one, the other one, I fill in a lot more detail and I don't like decorate it at all because it's just me writing down all the many things I have to do and not just like list of tasks. So I think this was the last one. So yeah, and then do you where you like set it right in the center? Yeah, it's like it's great because it's the best way to see you, but then I can't see anything behind it. So if you guys were watching like during the last sprint. I don't know, I'm like bobbing and weaving, so I'm trying to see around where I have the tripod. I actually really like this webcam. I actually got it, my work sent it because it's supposed to be used during like our team meetings. But you know, whatever, I work from home, I'm using it for now, but it's cool because it has like a little spot that you can screw it into a tripod, so I don't have to try to set it on top of something like I used to have to do. So I really like that. So yeah, so you said that you're working on, like, are you setting up a planner right now, or were you doing more of like a personal, like a diary that you like, like a journal that you would be writing in? Oh, this is so hot. This is so weird. It's like not editing what I want it to do. And it's making me so mad. No, I thought about doing it that way because, to be honest, there are some weeks where I haven't gotten around to like decorating my planner and stuff like that, because I usually do it on Sundays with my kids. Like, well, I'll print out stickers, and then I print out like a second set for. They have this like really old journal or like really old planner of mine, and they'll like put in their stickers, and we do the whole thing. But the last like few weeks, we've just had really off days, or it just didn't end up happening. I feel like if I don't do it on Sunday, I don't do it. So I have a lot of days throughout the month where I haven't actually updated anything, and it's really frustrating. Like, I always get my other one done, but this is my favorite one. So I really wanted to put more effort into like this month. One of the things I like about this planner that I got off Etsy too, I'll have to put a link to it. It's really cool. Is it starts out like you start off the month with a mood board, and so I actually like made the first 2 months I never even used it, but I have a vision board for like the year. But then this is like an actual mood board for just like the month, and so I did that on Canva and actually like printed it and stuck it in there. And then I really like the habit trackers. I don't know. I really love this planner. I just need to be a little bit better about consistently using it. But yeah, like every week is a little bit different. Just because I don't know. I like to change it up. So there's definitely not a theme whatsoever that goes along with the month. Like nothing matches whatsoever. And I think that's totally fine. Ooh, a tarot. I want to do some. I need to do something like that because I don't do tarot nearly as much as I used to, and I feel like I used to be really good about doing spreads, like at least pulling like a daily card. But I don't. It's not something that I've been doing in the mornings lately, and I feel like I should get back to doing that because it's creepy how great it is, like, and how accurate it can be. Oh, that's really cool. I do the same thing, like the cards that I showed you at the top, where it was like the pictures kind of go at the top, the little banners. That is normally, that's where like you have it just as like the name of the month. Like, I don't care that it says March. I know it's March. I don't need to see March on every single week. And then on the other side, it kind of sucks that I do cover it up because it's a spot to put like three, like your top 3 priorities for the week. And I feel like I should be using that, but it looks better to cover it up. So I think what I've been doing is just like this month, there's a goals like sticker that came this week in the sticker thing. And there's usually always, like, if it doesn't say goals, it'll at least be like a blank one. And instead of having the little like month in the corner, I covered that up, and I can use that for like my top 3 priorities or something. I need more washi tape though. I definitely do. That's a really smart idea, though. I did that with my reading because I really like one of my goals this year is I want to read 100 books, which is so dumb. I'm not even, there's no way I'm going to hit that. There's just no way. But I also wanted to get better about like keeping track of the books that I read and my stats. And was it an ebook, an audiobook? Did I like it? And like, I thought it would be better when I go back and do wrap ups for my channel and stuff if I could just like open my journal and see my thoughts on this book. I have not kept up with that like at all. I'm so bad at it. I've never used a spirit. I've never even heard of the spirit animal deck until I think it was like Kaylin Nicholson. She's a huge YouTuber, but she was using that deck for a while, and that was the first time I've ever heard of that one. That's kind of cool. I actually have my tarot cards are actually like right over there. I remember when I was younger, like 14 years old, 14, 15, we were in like this huge, that was like, no, it was a little, I think it was like from like 13 to maybe 13 to 14, somewhere in that age. That's when I was like really into Wicca and tarot and all this stuff. And like, I grew up in the 90s. I 100% blame the movie The Craft. I remember when that movie came out, me and my little girlfriends, we would spend hours in her house, my friend Lori's house, trying to make pens move or like things like on the fridge move and stuff. Oh my God, we were so stupid. But I'll never forget like how silly it would be. Like my dad would have like meetings or whatever that he'd go to for like planning commission or something like that because he was always really active in the community. I think he'd go to like a meeting or something and he'd drop me off at the bookstore, like the metaphysical bookstore that we had in town. And he'd drop me off there or something and then he'd come pick me up. And then on Sunday we'd go to church. It's so, I don't know. Like we were so into that. I remember like trying to cast spells so I could get this boy to call me. Because apparently if you put his like a boy's name or like the person you want to call, you put their name on a piece of paper and you stick it under your phone and you do some sort of chant, they will call you. And then I remember doing that every day for like 2 weeks straight. And then the boy called me and I swore it was witchcraft. Really, it was probably just because I was flirting with this boy at school every single day and he finally decided to call me. But I was convinced that it was witchcraft, okay? It's all because I put his name down. God, I love washi tape. I need to get more. Like I don't have that many rolls. I actually have them. I'm keeping them all inside this little thing. Reach it. So I was so mad last summer. I got really into, oh my God, I like cannot reach it. I got really into like diffusers and essential oils. And I bought this really cute diffuser and I loved it. It's like super cute, right? And then after 3 days, it stopped working and I was supposed to like return it to Amazon, but I kept forgetting to do it. And so then I just got stuck with it. And it's just been sitting like downstairs near my garage. And I was like, hey, I should do something with it. So I use that to hold like all my like tape and washi tape and stuff. But all the washi tape I have is like really, really small and thin. So I want to get more washi tape that's, different, just different sizes of it. And if your birthday was recently, happy birthday. Hi, Jordan. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, that's pretty cool. I actually used to have there was an app on my phone that I really liked. I wonder if I can still find it. Because I don't have it downloaded anymore and I'll have to find it if I can get my phone to turn on during the stream. My phone's completely dead. I'll look up what the name of the app was, but you can pull like digital deck like cards and do like a whole spread, and even those can sometimes be super accurate. But what's really cool too is it's also a good way of you can choose if you're going to do a digital deck or if you're going to actually pull your own cards. And then you pull your cards and then it explains what your cards mean. So it's a really good way if you're using a physical deck to interpret what the cards are saying when you're doing either like a daily card or it has like all the different types of spreads that you can do. So I really like that for being able to explain like what's going on in the spread. I wish I had that problem. Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's the worst. Unfortunately, I feel like that's probably us. Like, I don't like listening to music super duper loud, but my husband does. And I'm always like, you gotta turn it down. You're shaking the walls. What are you doing? People must hate us. But that's really awful. I'm so sorry. Like, can you put on, I don't know, do you have any like noise canceling headphones you could just like put on for yourself or something? I mean, is it good music at least? Maybe it's good music and you can just like have a dance party in your house. Yeah, that's awful. Ugh, that's the worst. That's why, like, we are looking at moving soon. We were trying to, we're in a townhouse right now, but we wanted to try to rent a house. So I realized for as expensive as rents in apartments are, you could probably rent like a house for the same, if not less. And if you're looking in December, now it's springtime and it's everything's just skyrocketing. So because we put it on hold, but we also thought about what if we just get into a different apartment, because I found a lot of apartments that are not townhouses that are the same size as the place we're in right now, but it's all on one floor. So for me, I feel like that would actually feel bigger because right now our place is really thin and tall, because it's 3 stories. So if we could have everything all on one flat level, I wouldn't have to be constantly chasing after my kids up and down the damn stairs. But also we'd have more space in between everybody. But we cannot be on a higher floor because my 6-year-old twins are insane. They're loud, they scream, they play very loud, they do everything very loud. They have very loud voices and they run. I I fell asleep downstairs in the living room last night on accident, and I woke up this morning at 6:45, and they are so loud they woke me up because they woke up and was like, "Whoa, they're not up here." So they woke up, they snuck out of the room, they broke into my office in here and stole my phone that was plugged in on the table and like started downloading apps and doing all kinds of stuff, just being naughty kids. But then they were running back and forth along the floor, going from their room to my office across the hall. And I woke up to the sound of their feet. So there's no way possible that we could have anybody below us because my kids are just too damn loud. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sucks. I mean, it's awful because like you don't want to be that person. You don't want to complain because that can make it even more awkward. And you definitely don't want to be like pounding on the door. But after 2 hours, I probably wouldn't care at that point and be like, you know what, pounding on the wall or something. Or like, I don't know, can you text them and ask them? Like, you know them well enough to text them and maybe ask them to keep it down or something? Because it is, I don't know, how late is it where you are right now? Yeah, it's nighttime. Yeah. Do you live in in an apartment? Yes. So right now I am reading, where did it go? So I'm actually reading The Long Shadow on the Stage, which is by an indie author, Nicole Heidenberg. So she is actually, this is the book that I included in the book box. So I run like a book box for, I'm really bad at describing it. Basically, it's a book subscription box where I promote indie authors and a bunch of just indie type things that go along with it. Normally, I read the book first, but this one I didn't because I did an event last Saturday where I was supposed to stay up all night long and read the book. I ended up getting like 5 chapters in and then falling asleep. I was a failure at my own challenge. I fell asleep like I posted something on Instagram at like 2:30 and was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I busted into like my energy drinks and I drank an energy drink and had a bunch of popcorn. 30 minutes, like within 30 minutes, I was out. I was just done for. So I only got about 5 chapters in, and it's a really good book. I really, really enjoyed it. So if you like thrillers, so far this one is really good. It's about it's a thriller, and it's about this dude Jackson who is on a hit television show and it's ending, and he apparently is going to die on set. I haven't gotten to his death yet, but so far it's really, really good. Yeah, normally I would read the books before I put them in the book box, but I went on this one. I read the first 2 chapters, really liked them, and then I just went based on like reviews. I read a bunch of reviews, and I was like, "This sounds like a great book. I'm just gonna put it in there, so we can all read it together." So I'm gonna finish this one. I'm actually gonna do that during the next like sprint that we do. I'm gonna stop the headache of working on my website and start reading a little bit. What are you reading right now? Oh, well, at least it's not an apartment, so you don't have, it's not like coming through your walls. But that also almost makes it so much worse that it's so loud that you don't even have a shared wall and you can still hear them. It's so far, it's really good. I'll see if I can drop one. It's my stream. I can. So I'll find the like Amazon link, and I'll drop it down there because it is on Kindle and physical book. It's a really good book so far. I'm really enjoying it. Nice. You know, I never finished the Harry Potter Harry Potter series. Okay, so I'm so bad. So I've only read the first two. So which one is Chamber of Secrets? Is it the first one? Or is that the last one? I don't even know. I never read them when I was younger, and then I finally started getting into them, and then I just kind of stopped because I wasn't in the mood to read it, and then all the drama with the author came out, and I just don't really want to support her. But I do still want to finish this series. So I want to try to find a way of reading the books that doesn't financially support the author anymore. So like I know my husband has like, I mean, he has almost all the books anyway, so I can just like grab his or like read them on, I don't know, or like borrow them from the library or something like that. So yeah, okay. So I have read that one. I was gonna say I feel like you've read that one because I know I read the first one. I listened to the first one and the second one on audio, and I really liked them. I mean, they were good. It's a little different when you're like a grown adult reading them for the very first time, but they're really still like they're good books to read and get into even as, you know, an adult. So it just sucks because I just really don't want to support the author, you know? Oh, thank goodness. Oh my goodness. How late is it where you are? Okay, and I think I'm gonna start setting up. So it's like 11 o'clock right now. Okay, yeah. So you're an hour ahead of me. Yeah. So because it's 11 o'clock where I am. Yeah. So they probably stopped because they're like, oh wow, it's like midnight. We should probably turn our music down. Yeah, maybe you should have turned it down like 2 hours ago too. But I'm so glad that they stopped. So now you can, you know, just relax a little bit because that's gonna be bad. Again, I mean, was it at least good music? So let's go ahead and start another let's start another 20-minute sprint or like whatever time frame you guys want to do. I usually like to go with 20 minutes, but we can go something longer, we can go shorter, whatever you guys want to do. Oh, dang, 2 a.m. How are you awake? I mean, I'm usually up at 2 a.m., but I have insomnia, so I don't sleep really well anyways. So it's not abnormal for me to be up at 2 a.m., but I know most people like to sleep in the middle of the night. Yeah, you probably should. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. It was so much fun chatting with you and talking about our planners. I do this every Tuesday. So if you are awake next week, I would love to see you again here. And of course, I know you do live streams all the time, so I'll try to pop into your next one as well. Before you head out, if you have any live streams or anything, pop them down in the comments and leave a link to your channel. For anybody that's coming in and watching and everything as well. And thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you sleep well. That's awesome. Nay, that's so exciting. Okay, so let's see. So okay, so you're writing a series. So are you writing like a television series? That's awesome. Hi. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. There's so many people hanging out with us today. Okay. Welcome to the sprints. So basically what we're doing is productivity sprints. So far, it's mostly been a lot of chatting, which is fantastic. I love the talking. And so we're going to probably start another sprint pretty soon, but you work on whatever it is that you want to. You can just like watch other YouTube videos, or if you're working on anything. I know, the last person that was hanging out with her is working on a journal. I don't know, I'm fighting with my website right now, and I'm probably just going to just exit out of it and just do some reading on the next one. Jordan's going to be doing some writing. So whatever kind of tasks or things you want to do, fold your laundry, whatever it is, like that's what we're kind of doing, is doing whatever we can to be productive late at night. So it's a great time for night owls like us to hang out and be productive. So, okay, so you're gonna see a lot of you are popping in now after I already explained. I do some weird things where I'm bobbing and weaving because the way that I have to have my webcam hooked up is right smack dab in the middle of your comments. So I have to kind of make sure I'm not missing any. So if I'm making weird faces or you see me like doing weird boxing moves or something, I don't know. I'm just trying to find your comments. Oh, that's awesome. I would love to. What's your mini series about? Not on TV. Nice. That's good. I mean, it's hard because I am naturally a night owl. Like I can easily be up all night long, and getting up in the morning is very difficult for me because I'm a night owl. I mean, I worked in restaurants from the time I was like 14 years old. So I was always working late at night. I worked in nightclubs, like all of it. Now I'm old and boring and I work a job at 7 a.m. and I have two crazy little children that want to run around the house at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I have to be up early. So I have like my things I have to do all push me towards being a morning person, but I'm naturally a night owl. So then I'm this weird hybrid that wants to be up all night long and then still get up early in the morning and run on nothing but 3 hours of sleep and massive amounts of caffeine. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah. So I typically go until, so I'm on the West Coast. So for me, it's just after 11. I typically go till about midnight. Ooh, that sounds exciting. The Battle of Year Two. So I'm assuming I'm feeling very like futuristic, maybe apocalyptic vibes. I don't know. Yes, I mean, I'm already following you, but yes, everybody, if you guys are also looking for great live streams to join, make a note of when the Dawdling Writer is on, because yeah, it's always great to be able to hang out together and write and be productive. Streams are great. So yes, go ahead and if you're not already following the Dawdling Writer, I think you can actually just like click their name. It'll usually like take you out of my stream, but you can just come back, or if you like right click into like a new tab or something and go and subscribe. I like it. It was so much fun chatting with you. Go get some sleep. Good night. Oh, I like it. I like it. So I'm actually working. That's kind of one of the things that I wanted to try to get to is I'm trying to do my first round of edits on. I finally finished the kind of like pilot episode of the TV series that I'm writing. That ideally one day will be out in the world. Like the dream is that, I don't know, like Netflix will pick it up or like some network or something like that. But I just wrote the first draft. So I need to start doing my edits for that because I do have plans of what I want to do with it next. But it's definitely, um, it's more of like a comedy drama. Think like, think the Real Housewives meets Heart of Dixie or like Sweet Home Alabama, but not like in the South. So it's just this kind of, it's a story of a woman who is on a hit reality TV show. Something happens, she kind of flips out, and then she runs and hides in her hometown that she hasn't been in. And a lot of people are angry with her for some of the things that she's done. So it's got, you know, comedy and drama and yeah. Ideally, that's what it would be. But again, I only wrote the first draft of the first episode, and it's a little bit of a mess. I'm like scared to do my read through. That's awesome though. That's really cool. What are your plans to do? So you said you've already written the first 2 episodes, right? What are your plans to do with it? Like after you write it, what are you planning on doing with it next? Ooh, that's awesome. That's really cool. So what do you guys think about doing some sprints? So I'm thinking, oh God, I can't even think the math of it. Let's do like, what do you think of ending at like 11:30? Well, for me, it's 11:35. So insert your time here, 35. So like, I think again, Jordan, you're an hour ahead. So, because I like 20-minute sprints. I feel like they're not too short, not too long. And then we can kind of come back and chat. What do you guys think? Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. That's really creative. Is the second season going to be like the same storyline, or is it kind of more in line of like American Horror Story, where it's every season has like a different story? 20 minutes, perfect for me. I think that's great. Oh, I like it. That's awesome. Well, I hope that we'll be able to see this soon. Sounds like you're putting a lot of work into it. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and stop at, that should be 20 minutes. Yeah, that's 20 minutes, right? Yeah. We'll stop at 11:35 and then we'll check in and see how we're doing. I like it. That is awesome. Ooh, wait. I was like, where'd they come back from? Like back from a battle, but they all come back from the dead? I do like that. Okay, let's go ahead and do let's go ahead and do, ooh, oh, okay. You need to, oh my God, I'm so excited. Like, I want to read this. Like, I want to see this on my screen right now. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and mute myself because if I don't start the sprint now, I will just keep going. So we'll go ahead and start the second sprint and then we'll chat in 20 minutes. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm so tired. All of a sudden, I was reading during that last sprint. I really liked the book. There's nothing wrong with the book. But I was starting to fall asleep because I've been up since like 6:30 or 6:45 this morning, and it's almost midnight, and I'm exhausted. So I was like starting to doze off a little bit, and then I don't know. I'm pretty sure you guys could have seen. Like I started dropping the book, and I don't know. It's not to it. I am so tired. So I decided no more reading for me for tonight. I'm gonna keep doing some other stuff for the rest of the sprint. We'll probably go for another like 20 minutes here. Do like one more sprint here in a few minutes, but to wrap it up. But no reading because if I fall asleep, if I actually pass out and fall asleep, there will be no waking back up, and then the sprint will be going on for the next like 2 hours, and I'll be drooling on my desk. So nobody wants to see that. So I think I'm just gonna finish working. I'm so upset. Like I don't know what is going on with. I'm trying to edit a product on my website, and it's just like not. There's descriptions. I can see the product. I can see the preview of it, and there's words on this description, but it's not showing me what the words are in the edit field, and I just want to cry. Anyways, how did you guys do? I know that you are. Um, is it Yaza? Yaza is doing some schoolwork, and I know that my sister is secretly in the stream as well, and she's also doing schoolwork. So, how did you guys do? So tired. I was muted. Okay, I'm glad you're able to come back. That's awesome. Oh no. Well, your teacher is a dummy head for making you do work during a midterm during spring break. So I already don't like your teacher, and I already don't like your assignment. So that really sucks. What class is this for? Yay, that's awesome. Hey, getting distracted on YouTube is so much fun. At least you didn't start doing a live stream and start to fall asleep on said live stream. We're supposed to be being productive, and I'm sitting here reading, dozing off. So, yay, that is awesome. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Oh, so yeah, your teacher sucks. So what do you mean you don't know anything about like when you've been taking this class? I know that you know about the class. So like what is it just there's like a part of the midterm that you don't know, or is it like just he's asking a bunch of stuff that you guys haven't studied yet? And seriously, what teacher gives you homework or a midterm in the middle of spring break? Isn't that like spring break means you're supposed to be on a break during the spring? So why is he assigning you a midterm? This, oh, I got this on Amazon. It's so great. I did a video during the summertime because my birthday is in August and I try to do like fun little videos for my birthday month, or to celebrate my birthday. So I did a Sex and the City writing vlog where I tried to write like Carrie Bradshaw. And I kind of broke out like every season, like every day I wrote like a different season or something like that. I can't remember exactly how I did it. It was a very long video. It was like an hour and a half because I also did kind of like a live stream, but it was not live. I just hung out with some of my friends and I had like my Miranda and I didn't have a Samantha, but I had a couple of Mirandas and Charlotte's. We kind of like determined like who they were based on like quizzes and stuff. And we just like answered some of the questions that she posed on different episodes from each season. And we have like a fun chat and I interject like and with that throughout the video. But because that takes place in New York, I needed to be in New York City. So and then when the video was over, I just wanted to do something with it because I love New York City. It's like my favorite city in the entire world. Like I want to live there so bad. My 6-year-old the other day, he's learning about where different places are. And he said something that he saw like the state of New York on a map and said something about like, we're going to move to New York. And I was like, yes, we are. One day we will live there, my baby. Yeah, that is so exciting. I'm so happy for you. It's such a good feeling when you have a project and you see like, and you're just getting so much momentum on it. And you can see like different episodes for you or like different chapters or just the progress that you get to see as you're moving forward with your with your project. It's such a great feeling. I've been in a little bit of a writing slump lately, I think just because I've just been so incredibly busy between homeschooling and working a full-time job and running a business and doing, just things like I want to be writing, but I don't feel like I have so many things on my to-do list every day that I can't get to the actual writing part. So that's why I'm spending the next like couple of days really just trying to hunker down and just blast through everything that I have that's not writing related. So that way I can hit, I'm going to do Camp NaNoWriMo and I really want to just do so much work and just like live in this like writing bubble next month. Ooh. So, my favorite character for Harry Potter or for something else? That sounds really cool, though. That sounds like such a cool idea. Something else I thought I was going to try to link down from you guys. Oh, Harry Potter. Okay. It's been a while since I've read the first one, but I think honestly my favorite character was I forget his name. What was like the really nice friend. He was like the maintenance guy. Like I guess yeah, like he like took care of like I think like the grounds or something, and he was like the big guy. I forget his name. I think he was my favorite. And I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I thought Dobby was really cute. Like he was really sad and really cute. I really liked him. Yeah, okay, Hagrid. Yes, I really loved him. I really loved him. He was just so like he was so sweet and lovable. Like you just want to get like a hug from him. So I think he would be my favorite. Yes, I think you guys are on the same page. I've only read the first two books. I listened to them, and I think it was easily like 2 years ago. Yes, the groundskeeper. So I was right. Yeah, so he's the groundskeeper. He's really sweet. And then if I remember in the second one, he did something that like he didn't do something bad, but like something about there was like the forest, or like creatures in the forest, or like fairies in the I don't remember, but I just remember like he did something, I don't remember, but I know he just is so lovable. I would have to say he's probably my favorite. Spiders, yes. Okay, I was like, there's something about the forest, and he did something, and he was like kind of in trouble or something. But yeah, he's such a lovable, he's a big lovable bear, I think. It's kind of how I think about him. Big giant teddy bear. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I never finished the series. I do want to finish it though. At some point that's definitely something that I'm gonna want to do. So um and so your story is kind of like, it's just very similar to Harry Potter, or is it kind of like a fan fiction or like something that's actually taking some of the characters from Harry Potter? That sounds awesome. I think that's perfect. I think that sounds like such a great idea. And I was gonna say, based on the title, I felt very like futuristic like vibes coming from it for sure. Yeah, I would love to write something like fantasy or like sci-fi like, but I just don't think that I would be able to do it. I write really weird, twisted stuff. Like that's what I love about my show that I've been kind of working on, that project, because that I feel like that's like light mixed with a little bit of drama and sad things. Whereas my novel, that's just like all kinds of dark sadness with little bits of light. Like there's these friendships and these friend groups that are really great. That's about a girl who grew up in a cult and is like on the run, is trying to escape this cult leader, because if he finds her, he's either going to kill her and everybody that she loves, or he's going to force her to come back and marry him. And both are very bad options. And so it's a very, very dark story. And so with little bits of light with like the friend groups and stuff that she makes as she's like on the run. But I don't know. I think futuristic and like sci-fi fantasy stuff, I'm always so impressed by just how, you know, writers that write in that genre can create these huge, just entire worlds. Whereas I'm just writing really, really tragically dark, mean things happening to really great people in our actual world. Whereas, you know, fantasy writers are creating these entire, you know, just worlds, you know, world building. Like they're just creating this entire thing out of just their brains. It's so impressive. So, did I miss any? Let me go back a little bit. Yes. Nice. I like it. Oh, okay, 1990. If it in 1998. Got it. That's awesome. Um, oh man, I was gonna say something. Oh, okay. It's really good. So, oh yeah, I was gonna get you the link. Let me see if I can pull it up. And there's a second book that's coming out pretty soon here. I think she said it comes out in May, I think. There's like a sequel. If you want to read it, there should be a link right there. where you can get it on Kindle. I have the physical copy, but you can get it on Kindle. So yeah, it's a really good book so far. I really want to know who killed him because I mean it's not like giving anything away. Like you know he dies on set because it says on the back like dude dies on set in that accident on set, and you're not sure. Everyone isn't sure if it's suicide or murder, and it's going to be murder. I love thrillers. Like I love thrillers so much. So yeah, here is the link to where you can get the book basically. Yeah, so if you like thrillers, I would definitely recommend reading this one. It's really good so far. Yeah, so I was gonna say with like fantasy, actually, I have a friend. I mean, it's not somebody that I've talked to in like years, like many, 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 many years. But when I was like in my 20s, I had a friend that was also a writer and wrote fantasy, and actually has this entire like series. And I've actually found the series on Amazon. Has this entire series of these futuristic books where like Earth does not exist anymore, and like Earth doesn't exist anymore. And then there's this assassin group that if you try to find out anything about Earth or something, they swoop in and kill you. Well, the head of the assassin group, that character is very loosely based on me. Simply because, and really as a writer, you understand, like sometimes we just draw things from the people around us to put into our characters. And apparently 23-year-old me was able to help inspire this writer to write a character that kills people. So that's really great. It's cool that I can say there's a character based on me. I don't know how I feel about the fact that they're an assassin. I mean, that's awesome. Mm. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Where did you hear, like, is this a skit that this is a skit that you saw somewhere? That's awesome. That's really awesome. So let's go ahead and just I don't know why I thought something else was popping up. So we've got a few more minutes left. Let's go ahead and just do like one last tiny little sprint. No, I mean, there's like 5 minutes. Like, what's the point? Well, yeah, we can go over a little bit. Why don't we do like one short, like 10-minute sprint just to like wrap up the night and then we can like, say goodbye. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll go over. I usually try to end it right about midnight, but let's just go ahead and do like one more, like small sprint. I don't think I've ever heard about this. This is a channel on YouTube. I'll have to check it out. Okay, so I at least got half of what was being weird fixed on my website, so that's great. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably just end everything here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a great time. Enjoy writing and this process that you're on, Jordan. I think you are making such amazing progress. I'm so like it's so exciting to see other people like really like getting their words out and getting their, you know, in your case, your episodes are being written or chapters happening. Because I'm in such a writing funk right now where I really want to be writing, but I just have too many other things to do. So I've been really trying to watch writing vlogs and writing sprints and streams and stuff just to feel that energy and hopefully be able to like translate that into me sitting down to write. So I'm so excited for you and all of your progress. And then for the two people that have been studying, I hope you guys get all A's all the time. And again, to Patricia, I really think that your teacher sucks for making you do schoolwork on your spring break, and you should tell him that the internet thinks he sucks. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I will be here again next Tuesday from 10 p.m. to about midnight next Tuesday as well. So thanks again for hanging out and have a great rest of your, I'd say night, but it's technically morning for all of us. So have a good morning. Bye.